Recording. It's just before the top of the hour. This is OotiniCast episode 453. I can now hear it on that, so we're good. And we're going to tweet out that we're live, and then we'll get going with the actual show. This is the raw version of the show that goes out with all flubs and flaws and so on intact. We clean up what we need to and then put it out as an audio podcast tomorrow. Also, the raw version, video version, will be out on YouTube later today. Let me go ahead and live now. Let me see. Anyway, do the tweet.
I always retweet your
453. Tweet. It's a lot of episodes.
453. I got my flu shot. Oh, I should.
Oh, yeah. I got mine a little while ago, like a couple months ago, last time I saw my doctor. All right, and it's tweeted out. And when I get better at this sort of thing, I'll probably start mastodoning it out as well. Or they have a term for it. They do. They have their own, tweet for Twitter, and then it's for Mastodon. It's something to do with the fact that mastodons have horns or something.
Date.
It's I can't remember what they call it, but we'll get better at that as we go. But let me see if I can find the.
All right.
Twitter's gotten so wonky. I
wonder why. I wonder what's going on.
I wonder what's going on. Yeah, maybe because they fired half their people. Okay, well, I don't see it to retweet it, but whatever. The tweet's out there. Anyway, we're gonna go with the actual live show here in just a sec. Sounds like you're ready, Kitty. You got all your Audacity and everything going. Okay, good. I'll get my water going. We'll get this puppy sent out. Okay, going in 5. Hi, and welcome to the OotiniCast, the podcast that if it could do it again, would wake up early and be fighting these bastards. This is episode 453, being recorded on Tuesday, December 6, 2022. I think you like that one, Kitty, huh?
I did. I liked it a lot.
I'm your host, Chill, and with me is my co-host, KittyKissz. Hey, Kitty, how you doing?
Hey, Chill. I'm doing great, thanks.
What you been up to since the last show?
Oh, right. Well, first, I have been doing my galactic seasons. I just got to level 58.
Nice.
And I thought I was in the low 40s, but it's 58 now.
Wow.
I've been going at my own pace. Not even really trying. In fact, trying not to go very fast. But it's just sailing right along, which is great.
Yeah, I think you're roughly where I am. I think I'm right around high 50s myself.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
nice.
And I've been doing the same. I think the first week or maybe 2, I actually tried to get all 7 of 7 weeklies done, and after that, I just sort of kind of let it go to. I don't think on my main server though on Sotil Shan it's been less than 5 though. I think I've gotten at least 5 of them done every time. It's pretty easy to do if if you're playing every day, and if not, you can still get them done pretty quickly. So, because I'll talk a little bit more about that in a sec. But, what else besides Galactic Seasons?
Well, I've been playing my Scrapper. And so I do a little bit of RP on there, very, very light on the RP. But so we just did the Mandalorian chapter. And in my head canon, my character, she has become an honorary Mandalorian.
Nice.
So I took her second combat spec. She is a bounty hunter arsenal. Okay. And it's super fun because she is a scrapper. And scrapper doesn't do much AoE damage. So it's nice to be able to just death from above a mob. And
I see. So you added an entire extra. So you've used up the extra whole class that you can be.
Yeah.
That's cool. Okay.
Lately I've been kind of playing the character for a little while just to see how it feels. And hopefully I don't know, just see how it feels, see what I want to play. Maybe if I haven't played a combat style in some time, add that. And sometimes I've been revisiting combat classes that I didn't like in the past. And every once in a while I end up really liking it. So, Scrapper.
Okay.
I didn't like it before. Now I really like it.
Oh, cool.
Just punching people in the face until they die over and over again. And the noise is really funny, too.
Yeah, go.
Yeah, it's funny. And then I also have like a sound effect that's a punch. So sometimes I'll add
So you add it
during streaming. Yeah. What's this has nothing to do with what I was doing this weekend, but I realized that in real life, I want to hit my sounder, even though I'm not even at my machine. Like I'll want to hit the fart sound or the
Jawa
sound. In fact, sometimes Kitty and I will be watching TV and we'll go, oh, that's where we need the fart sounder right there. Kind of funny. So watch out.
Great.
Stream decks are fun, but they are addicting.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Now that you've gotten like a little more than halfway through the season, how do you like the change in, like, instead of getting more cartel coins, there's a lot of crates of various kinds to open? How are you liking that?
Yeah, I like it. I really didn't. It wasn't my thing to get the coins.
Okay.
Because I'll just buy coins if I want coins.
Right.
And I can see why people would want, to get free coins. Some people, there's some people's play style that's I don't want to spend any money. I want to get everything in game, and that's their fun. But me, I'm like, if I want it, I'll just I'll drop $20 and get some coins.
Grab it.
But I think that. I know that they tweak it every year, and I think that it's getting better and better and better every season, which is great to see.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Now,
do you like it?
You have a lot of. I'll answer that question. But I had a real quick one though. Since you have a lot of unlocks in the game, like, because you do use real money to actually like buy cartel coins and just buy things when you like them. Are you finding you're getting a lot of duplicates out of the crates?
Yeah.
Okay.
Usually, Kitty and I will get cartel packs, and I give her 90% of everything that I get.
Okay.
Which is cool, It's fun to open them, but I have so many things unlocked, and I collect all that kind of stuff. But it's kind of cool to see that there's something that she likes, so boom, she gets it. Speaking of which, hi babe. And then what was I going to say? It's again, it's really.
But you do like it, okay?
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah,
every once in a while you get something, and that even makes it rarer. And I'm not a person that thinks that I don't get crates to get an item. I get crates because maybe I'll get something, but I've never really looked at it like an investment on good gear or whatever. So,
right.
But it's just fun. And we usually save up the armor, the weapons, and whatever it drops, and we can do giveaways during the streams and stuff. So it all finds a good home.
Yeah, I think to answer your question now, I do think I am liking the change to it. The cartel coins were great and all, but I think it's more fun to open up the crates. And I often, if not always, quite always, but I often open up on stream. So it's something you can do on stream as well.
Right. Content.
Yeah, if it's a bronze pack, I usually do have most of those. And then there are some silver and gold packs now in this season, which is nice because those I'm not getting quite as much duplication from. Even if you do, though, the gold stuff tends to be pretty valuable, which is nice. Yeah. And so so overall, I think it's pretty solid, and and because I'm doing like the login leveling thing on the other servers as well, I'm getting a lot of packs from there too, which is
cool.
It's actually a lot of fun.
What level are you on other servers?
On the other servers, I'm somewhere around like the 30s for the most part. It varies a little bit. It goes pretty fast, and like sometimes like well, first of all, there's the daily, so you're getting like you get 2 points, so you get 14 points over the course of a week, and then you do that by getting 25,000 conquest points times 7. You're getting pretty close to that 200,000 that's part of the weekly anyway, so I just make sure that I push it a little bit and get to 200,000, and it doesn't take much to do that. So at the very least, you're getting a weekly done and then all of the dailies.
Right.
And then a couple of times I've done other stuff. So sometimes it's super simple. Like if it's the 1,000 rep items, well, when I'm doing all these dailies, I'm getting the game modules anyway. Right. So I just go to the ship, grab a couple of purples. It really takes one purple and 120 and 110 if you're a subscriber, because you get a bonus. Mm-hmm. You pop that's only 30, and you've gotten the whole weekly done. So that's another weekly you can get done pretty fast.
Cool.
And then stuff like that. So a couple of weeks I've done like maybe 4 on all the other servers. Usually I end up getting at least the one weekly for sure, and then sometimes 2 or 3 depending on how simple they are to do. So yeah, it just kind of adds up pretty fast, and it doesn't take that much time. So I've been enjoying that process.
Do you get conquest on those characters?
Yes, I've gotten.
How many characters?
I've gotten one character who at least has the ship on everything, which means you have to pass 10 because you have to be done with the capital world. So usually, they're at least like 17 or something like that. And what was the other question?
How many characters do you get conquest on?
Oh, just one per server.
Just one. Okay.
Yeah. It's not really. There's not a whole lot of point in doing it on more than one character, because everything is sort of legacy wide. So if you give the gift and they get the influencer, well, you're done on that server for that day. You can't, going to another character doesn't help with that. So
I was kind of gauging how much you're playing on other servers.
It can be very quick, actually, for the most part. Unless I decide to go after like the 4 or 5 where you have to kill 100 with Fey out. That's usually a pretty good one to do on another server, because you can do that as a leveling character. The one where you need to get 40 is actually a pretty good one, because I'm already getting the weekly one. I'm getting another 10 plus 4, but not enough to get another 10. But so 10 from the dailies, 10 from the weekly, and then I just need 20 more. And usually there's one sort of low-hanging fruit one, and if I need to, I can actually gain 10 from just plucking them out of the Galactic Seasons reward track. I just hold on to them until I need them for that, and then boom, you get another one. So yeah,
nice.
So
that's awesome.
Pretty simple to do it that way. Yeah, it's a lot of packs. It's a lot of fun. Because it doesn't work for decos, but for other things, for most other things, you unlock it on one character, and that allows you to spend cartel credits and then get it unlocked for the whole account. Exactly. So the next time there's a sale, I plan on going to all these different servers, seeing what I still need to unlock, and then unlocking it and going that way. And yeah, so I'm getting a lot of cool stuff this way. And if I'm not, I get to sell it on the GTN. Like if it's something I've already unlocked, I get to sell it on the GTN. So they've all got plenty of credits. They've all got 50, 60 million credits, even though I've been spending like crazy to buy to get the strongholds unlocked, so that I can get the 150% thing. And it also is something that you just do once a day to get a lot of daily conquest. I'm now at the point where I'm pretty much 150 on all these other servers, so I don't necessarily have to do that every day. Nice. I just hold on to it for the most part, and then one thing I did find out is if it's if I need 25,000, but for whatever reason I'm really close, but I didn't quite make it. I've given the gifts and done the influencer and the gift and done the deco one, and maybe I'm at 23,500 and I need a little bit more. There's because I'm not high level, I can't do the reputation item one. You have to be 70 or higher, and I don't have that kind of character on any of these servers. But there's different missions, there's different conquest things you can get for different levels. And at the lower levels, one of the one is take a taxi. Well, if you're and if you're on Rishi, if you have the Rishi stronghold, it has a taxi in it, and it works.
So you don't even have to.
So I don't have to go to Coruscant or whatever.
Nice. That's funny.
I just go to my Rishi stronghold, run 15 meters or whatever it is, grab the little elevator, and then as soon as you get up there, it just boink. You get the, nice. And it's not a lot, but it's enough to push you over the edge sometimes.
Yeah, it's closer than the Yavin 4 speeder. It's really, really close.
That's right.
That's great.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Awesome.
So
cool.
Yeah, and let's see. Anything else with your week?
Yeah, I got my flu shot.
Nice.
It was it's always a kind of a. I also went. So I usually get a flu shot, and usually if I have consecutive annual flu shots, I don't get any symptoms.
Nice.
But there's always that kind of like, oh, am I gonna? But no symptoms yet. So and it's been a week, so I think I'm in the clear.
Oh yeah, I would say so. Yeah. For sure. That's good.
Okay. So this is kind of an interesting thing, and we'll make sure to put a link in the show notes. There, Kitty came up with a great idea to try and get a new category on Twitch, and it's just a Star Wars category. Oh. So
that way you don't have to be doing like the just chatting one, but then somehow hope that people notice that you're actually talking about Star Wars or whatever.
Right. So and it could be any game, or it could be cosplay,
or just
anything like that.
Yeah, or just talking about Star Wars lore or whatever.
Right.
That's cool. Yeah, that's a great idea. I wonder, has she had any luck, or how do you even do something? How do you try to advance something like that?
She's just
trying to create a little campaign or something.
Yeah, so she
grassroots.
checked it out the other day, and there were 871 people watching some kind of Star Wars game at 9 p.m. on a Monday evening, and only 111 of those people were watching SWTOR. And if that were if this category actually comes into being, then that's going to put a lot more eyes on the game, a lot more eyes on us that stream the game. So
that's cool.
Yeah, we need some votes, and like I said, the link will be in show notes.
And it's a link on where? What is it?
There's a link in our show notes right now.
Okay.
It's under my talking point.
I see. It's actually in there. Twitch. I see it now.
Yeah. So
uservoice.com forums. Okay, so it's actually, it's like Twitch is, this is where Twitch kind of reaches out and tries to see what people want, and this is where Kitty Treats is suggesting it. That's awesome.
Yeah. So fingers crossed. Who knows? I hope it happens.
I will make sure to do that.
I think it'll be very beneficial to what's going on. The last thing I've been doing is waiting to hear when Life Day is going to drop.
Yes. People have been asking me about that in my stream chat and stuff like that. And every time they do, I kind of do another look around. And of course, I do this for the show notes as well. I haven't seen any indication. No, obviously, for many reasons, it feels, like a holiday / more December thing. We, everyone kind of wants it to be December. We haven't had any indications. We're kind of getting down to the line if it is going to be in December, because, they're going to have to announce it at least a week ahead of time usually. I guess that's not a rule. They could maybe it comes down the wire and then they make a decision, yes, we can release it, and they just release it with almost no warning. I guess that could happen, but usually they give a week or even two. And if they are going to give a week or two, then we're really getting down to the line for a December release. But the test server's been out for a while, and so hopefully
it hasn't closed down either.
It hasn't closed down as far as I've heard. No. So hopefully that'll wrap up soon, and then hopefully it'll come out, but we'll see.
Right. And there's some speculation that, and this is complete speculation, this is just rumors by players. The devs have not said anything about this, that they want to drop 7.2 with Life Day. So
that's kind of how they. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what the devs. The dev stream was. They said that Life Day was supposed to be part of 7.2. Really, so. Right, but there's really no reason though that. I'm sure if it came down to it, like if they realized, okay, like. The new planet needs work and it's going to take too long, but Life Day is basically done. I imagine there's a way to take the Life Day stuff and just make its own little patch. Yeah, I would imagine.
I hope they do that.
Yeah, but we'll see. We'll see.
That's my holiday.
We don't know.
I spend it in SWTOR. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that it's going to be on the 20th.
Right.
Or it might be on the 27th, but. Fingers crossed we hear something about it soon, because people are asking me all the time.
Yeah.
When's life taking its turn?
When's life day?
I don't know. Hopefully soon.
So fingers crossed for that.
Fingers crossed. But anyway, that's it for me, Chill.
All right. Let's see. Let's say hi to we'll say hi to the chat room. 152 Domino here. Alice C. Dre. Another TTV viewers here. Cryos Light. Drapsnat. JD 1916. Nidnir. Ramakad. Squishy Twitchy. And Starry Saber are all showing in the rather funky way that Twitch likes to do its chat stuff now. So, hello everyone. All right. So I've been working on the James Bond guy. He's having a lot of fun with that. He is he's on Yavin 4. He just finished it up actually. So he's going to be off to Ziost. And I think he is still 68. He might be 60. No, I think he is 69 now. I did the show notes right before I did my little hour's worth of streaming that I managed to squeeze in today before the show. I probably will do the chapters on him. It's going to slow down his leveling process a lot. However, I'm going to try to speed it up by starting to do more leveling PvP again. So I stopped doing PvP once I hit 45 and I realized, oh yeah, that's right. This is awful. I'm completely useless for a while. Because if you're in the 40s and there's those high 70s, it's just you just don't have enough in the tank. It doesn't matter that you're all being ranked up to 80 or whatever. It does not help. You're completely useless. So hopefully, when I figure like 68, I got another choice. So that's like another level with a little more power, another passive, all that stuff. I'm hoping now that I'm past that level, I'll be close enough that it'll be kind of decent, and then we can just kind of start doing some PvP again. So that'll be good. Nice. Looking forward to that, and that'll also kind of make the leveling process go a little faster for the chapters, and I won't have to be thinking, oh god, my leveling is so bad right now. I also did the Yarvok's Gratitude Achievement.
What is that?
And what it is like, I remember like an episode or two ago, there was an achievement on Mechshaw that makes your character all dark and shadowy, right? It's like an item.
Oh, right, yeah.
And it makes your character all dark and shadowy with like glowing red eyes. Well, this one makes you glow bright gold color.
Oh, right, yes.
When you first put it on, a couple of credit symbols burst out, and then for the next 5 minutes, your character glows bright yellow.
Goldfinger.
Yeah, Goldfinger. I can't really think of a proper cosplay for it, but that would be pretty funny.
Yeah.
Make a bikini character, but then she'd have to be dead on the floor all the time, and that's not fun. So,
man, this is a boring stream.
That's right. Your character's just glowing dead on the ground. And I have some more about that on the tip of the week, but it's pretty cool. And you can actually do the two effects at the same time.
What?
So you can do the shadowy effect and the glowy yellow effect at the same time, and it makes this kind of sort of weird, muddy, sort of bizarre skin effect. It's like you're not glowing and you're not exactly dark either, and it's sort of like grayish. Bubbling? It's very weird. Yeah, it's kind of cool though. I could almost see that being a kind of a cool cosplay in itself.
Do you have a screenshot of it?
Let's see. Don't have it in the show notes right now. Sorry about that. I think I do have one though. I forgot. I should have put it on. It does. It feels very weird, like the Yarvok's Gratitude one. This glowy one. It's also it's one of those that once you get the achievement, then the related vendor will sell your character one for like 1 credit. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then it's bound, so you have to do it. But basically, any character who can get to Dantooine can get to that vendor. Like, it's not dangerous to get to or anything like that. It's inside your main base, no matter which side you're on. So it's doable. You know, once you get the achievement, I could get it on any character and then use it for like a cosplay or something. I was thinking like, you know, Silver Surfer maybe. It's a little gold, but you know, but it does make that. It does really make your character like kind of like all the features kind of go away and you're just glowing bright. In the cutscenes, you don't. It doesn't show like the other one. It doesn't show in the cutscenes. But the effect
other one does.
No, neither of them show in the cutscenes. Okay. Yeah, but they don't go away either. They just kind of like other buffs. They just kind of get put on hold, and then you can, and then it just continues. But it's a fun one. So the tip of the week, and so where I learned about this achievement was the same place I learned the other one, which was Today in Tor, because he's mentioned both of these now. Yarvok's Gratitude, and there's a link to it in the show notes, which is about like where it is and kind of how to do it. And basically what it is, it's during the you need the heroic 4 for the Dantooine event. And so I think this just finished, unfortunately, so it's going to be for a while. I don't think there's any way to get the heroic 4 when the event's not running, as far as I know.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, exactly.
The vendor will be available.
The vendor would be available, I think. So it should be. So one of the good things, though, is you don't have to like do it on 10. You need to do this thing 10 times, and you need 150 million credits total. It's very expensive because what this is the heroic 4, and you can either do the mission properly, or you can spend 15 million credits and then you get to turn in the mission and you're done. Yeah. And so basically by doing this 10 times, so 10 times 15 million, you spend 150 million credits, you can be done with this achievement. Fortunately, there's a way to shortcut at least the time frame. You can't shortcut the credits, but you can shortcut the time frame. So what you do is you accept this mission. There's even a little thing that'll blink you over in front of the instance, so it's really fast.
Quick travel right there.
Right, it quick travels you right in it. You go in, you talk to the vendor, the little vendor droid. You spend the 15 million credits. It puts an item in your inventory, and then you use the item. You right click on it. Has a little time, casting time,
right.
And then blank, a guy would come out. And don't talk to the guy though. Run out and go to your mission log and just reset the mission.
Oh yeah.
It works. It totally works. I did it on one character in about 20 minutes. Now there's a 2-minute cooldown, so you'll have to do it, run out, reset it, do it again. Then when you run out, it's going to say there's a 2-minute timer to reset it. Mm-hmm. There's 2 things you can do. One is you can just go play on another character and come back in 2 minutes or longer, whatever. However, if you log out of the character and log back in, it'll immediately be available again. So if you have a fast enough, if you have like an SSD and it doesn't take that long to log in and out of the game, just log out, log back in, go to your mission log, reset, run back in, spend another 15. And you can do it pretty fast. You can do it in, I think I got it done in less than 10 minutes total. At first I was actually waiting the 2 minutes and going to my banking character and then coming back to the character who was doing it. And I thought, you know what happens if I just log out and log in? And it turns out that worked too. So the first couple times I did it, kind of assuming that there was a real 2-minute cooldown. It turns out the 2-minute cooldown is only really there if you stay on that character. As soon as you log out and log in, the reset's available again. Just reset it again, run in, and you're done. So I got the achievement done in 10 minutes or something like that. It was crazy.
That's awesome.
But it was awesome. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
When I did it, I just swapped characters. I just went to another character and then another character, then another character, and did it. But that's great. That's even that's even more lazy points.
It is super lazy points. Absolutely, it's very, very lazy points. You don't get a lot of credit for doing the mission. When I did the 10th one, I actually finished the mission just for funsies, but it didn't really get me that much. Yeah, exactly. Towards the weekly, but yeah, I didn't, and I wasn't even bothering to do the weekly. I just wanted the achievement, so I got the achievement, and now I can have a glowy gold character anytime I want.
Yeah, I like the gold one. Is it's pretty fun. It's really nice glowy.
Yes, like the shadowy one, like really takes away your character's looks as well. But it's not glowy to look at. It's just shadowy. So that one's a little easier on the eyes, but both of them kind of take away like all the details of your character's face and stuff.
What was the shadowy mission to get that again?
The shadowy one's on Mech Shaw and. Gosh darn it, I'd have to go back to it. See, I did it a bunch. Cause that one, you can't really cheat that one because of the way it works is different. Because you actually have to finish it. So you can do it relatively fast if you are willing to do it on a bunch of characters, in one day. But then you have to wait. You have to do a total of 30 times because there's three different types of enemies. You have to defeat each of them 10 times. If you get one that you've already completed, just run out and reset the instance and run back in. Kind of like how I did, the other one. So that one gets to be a little bit of a pain too. And a couple of the fights are actually semi-difficult. Like you're going to need you're either going to need a buddy or you're going to need to have a character who's got in-game gear and a reasonably high companion as well.
Okay.
Yeah. And it also helped like trying different ones. So like against the champion, I was using my companion as a healer, but against some of the other ones I had him on tank duty or damage, just depending on what my character was doing. And then
and you were able to solo.
I was able to solo them all though. Yeah. That one's that one took a while no matter what, especially since I was only willing to do it with 2 characters. So it took over 2 weeks because 15 days, but it wasn't that bad. It really wasn't that bad. Thank you for the raid, Norris Wrecker. Nice to see you here. So that one's a lot of fun too. I would recommend that one. It's at the main. So like if you just log in, where you go and get the the sort of the dailies type stuff. There's also it doesn't look like a daily, like it doesn't have a repeatable, it's not very fancy looking, but it's just looks like a regular mission, but it's you grab that one and it takes you there. And I think I need but that. You can actually do it only once a day on a per character. It is technically a daily. It's just not one of the dailies that's gonna count towards the Mech Shaw dailies, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. So it's what are those called? They're
I forget. I don't know if there is a term for them.
It's one of those.
It's one of those. Yeah, it's a daily, but it doesn't count towards the Mech Shaw daily mission, weekly, daily/weekly mission or anything like that. Yeah. So anyway, it's another fun one, and it's kind of nice to have something that actually does something like that. So you can now make your character. I can now make my characters glow, and it's all good.
One more question about that.
Yeah.
When you do it on a character, is it like the one from Dantooine, where you get an item and it only costs you a credit on all your other characters, or do you have to do
the exact same? There's a vendor near the little droid that you first, when you take that Mech Shaw mission, it'll direct you to talk to a droid. The droid will let you into the instance that you need to do the fight in. That same droid, right about 10 meters the other direction from the instance, there's a vendor, and that vendor becomes the vendor that you can buy that item from.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can I went there on a character who was level 20 and was able to get there without dying. Like there's nothing you have to fight on the way there. You just you mount up, you go to the same place with the cantina, you run in, and there's no enemies as long as you don't aggro any of the yellow. There are some yellows. As long as you don't aggro them, you're fine. If they aggro them, you're dead because you're level 20 and they're like 75.
Yeah, it's over. It's over.
But it's all good.
Cool.
Yeah, of course, if anyone has a tip of the week, send it to OotiniCast@gmail.com for the next show for a chance to win a Tonfon MA3R droid pet code, M2B9 droid code, plus a 450cc code, all courtesy of BioWare. That'll bring us to the Mind Trap. And we were asking folks, how far through season 3 are you? Now, in terms of time, we're maybe a third-ish of the way through, maybe less, something like that. So, about a third of the way through, I think, is about right. But a lot of people are more than halfway done. I knew that I had just gotten past the halfway mark, so that's what I kind of went with for the actual numbers. So the numbers we chose were 0 through 20, 21 through 50, 51 through 99, or done, which you can only do via cartel coins. So I was just kind of curious how many people actually got all the way there.
Starry Saber says we have 90 days left.
Yeah, that's right. That sounds about right. Yes. And we're more than 30 done. So we're like a quarter to a third of the way done, something like that. So people are obviously, like the other seasons, like it goes faster. Like it's not designed for you to be having to log in every day, and it's not that sort of thing. Yeah, that would be stressful. You can definitely get it done way before the actual time. So, So I had just passed the 50 mark, so I did the 51 through 99. How about you, Kitty?
I was 21 through
50 at the time.
21 through 50. Yeah.
Right. So that's right.
Yeah,
You mentioned you were in the 40s.
I was in the 40s. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Right. So. That makes sense. So let's see. We got 95 votes, and thank you for the retweets, everyone. So 51 through 99 was the winner with 43.2% of the vote.
People are cruising.
Yep. Fairly. Second part, which is a little surprising to me, was actually 0 through 20. So some fair number of people were barely touching it, which is fine. But it was kind of surprising to me that got almost 30% of the vote. Right. 21 through 50, Kitty, was at 21.1% of the vote.
The slacker vote.
And then 6.3% of the people have done it just by buying it up with cartel coins.
They did the Kramer.
Yeah.
Put the money down. I'm done.
Slap, 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 and done. So 6.3% just say, you know what? I want all those rewards now. I don't. To me, that doesn't. Do it if you want, but it's like it would take away all the fun. Yeah, it's like
exactly what
it's that much less to look forward to, as far as I'm concerned. But clearly, people are doing it. So there you go.
Yeah.
And it doesn't usually doesn't Marcus usually kind of buy through
I don't know if he did it this time. I'm not sure.
He's done it in the past for sure. I haven't.
Yeah, he did it last year and the year before. Done. But I don't know. I couldn't do it. I do like the fact that you can if you want.
Right.
Great.
I'm okay with that because why not?
Do it.
Yeah.
It would just the idea of spending money to do that would drive me crazy. I couldn't do it. No
yep.
way.
All right. And and Lil Uzi Kurt said, I'm 50 plus on my main server, but only 40s on the other server I'm doing. So there you go.
Nice.
And
still up there.
Yeah. And that's kind of how I think I was, in the low 50s at the time of the poll. So that's what I was. But on the other servers where I'm just kind of hitting the dailies and getting a couple of the weeklies here and there, I was somewhere in like at the low 30s or something like that for all of those. So there we go. So yeah, that makes sense. We do have a Cantina Talk this week. So Cantina Talk segment is an occasional segment where we pick out a voice actor from the literally hundreds who have voiced for SWTOR over the years. We've talked about Tara Strong, Nika Futterman, John DiMaggio, Tom Wilson, Darren Norris, Lacey Chabert, Kath Soucy, Darren DePaul, David Hayter, and Steve Bloom. This time we're talking about Tom Spackman. And Tom interestingly doesn't have a ton of movie and TV credits. He did sort of start out as an actor, and he mostly does voice acting now. He is the male bounty hunter voice for all of SWTOR, throughout all the expansions and so on. The interesting thing for me when I was looking at him is like he does tons of like promos and voiceover work and ads. So he you won't see him in a lot of TV shows or movies. But he's like the voice of the Sci-Fi Channel. He's voiced promos for ABC, CBS, TCM, HBO, Showtime, Stars, PBS, NBC, Netflix, CNN, TNT, FS1, ESPN, National Geographic, Comedy Central, Animal Planet, Discovery Channel, Reels Channel, History Channel, and of course, like I said, Sci-Fi. He's also the voice of Dateline NBC.
Whoa!
Yeah, which is cool. And of course, he's still doing the voice of the bounty hunter in Star Wars: The Old Republic. He's also done network commercials, including TJ Maxx, Wrangler, Estee Lauder, Burger King, Lover 2000, Mercedes, Audi, Glycerna, Milk, Time Warner Cable, and CoverGirl. Narrations include the series for Rattlesnake Republic, for Animal Planet, Madagascar, and Woolly Mammoth for Discovery. And then, he's done some acting, but, right nowadays he seems to have settled in nicely to the voice acting roles. And I actually, just for fun, looked up a couple of his things. So first of all, let's do the SWTOR Bounty Hunter. And I know Kitty's going to have a hard time hearing this. I can't do this so that he can actually hear this because we're talking over Discord and everyone else is hearing this over OBS. So, but here's the Bounty Hunter male. I'm sure most people have heard it, but here it is.
I found out I enjoy killing gangsters. A lot.
There we go. That's the classic bounty hunter male voice, one of the gruffest voices in the galaxy.
It's a great voice.
And here he is doing a voiceover for Samsung. This is also available on YouTube.
To the sun, because someday, if not today, you'll have a family of your own, and you'll want to pass this on. perhaps even this song. So cherish the little things. Make every second count for something.
There he is, and it's very much the same voice. I think for the bounty hunter, he likes to put a little more, a little edge on it. He puts a little extra gruffness and a little extra rasp in his voice for sure. But that's still basically his voice, or at least his voiceover voice for sure. So it was fun to see him doing some work in this case for Samsung. Gosh, he's done a ton of stuff for voiceovers. That voiceover list is crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so anyway, it was nice to look that up, and now, so there we go. That is Tom Spackman, and so thank you, Tom, for doing the voice of the male bounty hunter. It's one of the great voices in the game for sure. All right, that'll bring us to the holo feed, and tons of stuff there was not. It's actually we're kind of in a bit of a drought. We're hoping that we're going to get the the 7.2 data dropped. When it's going to drop or when Life Day is going to drop. We haven't heard any of that though. So events for December did drop. Pirate Incursion did end on the 6th of December, and but what's coming up is Bounty Contract Week. That's going to be from the 13th through the 20th. Yay! A lot of people.
Stuff.
Yep. I might just have to buckle down and just kind of finish that one out. I'm still not maxed out on the reputation on that track.
Oh, really?
Nope, still not.
That's interesting.
Yeah. The swoop rally is going to come later in the month, December 27th through January 3rd. So that's going to be like the last week of the year is going to be the swoop rally. And there we go. And the 10-year anniversary. And there's a little note. This will be updated at the 11-year anniversary date. The 10-year anniversary has been going on all year, and it goes through sometime in January 2023. And it's basically, right now, the main thing is the anniversary personnel vendor found on the fleet with new class ships, stronghold decorations, and a bunch of other stuff. And it's all great stuff. And if you've been putting it off just because there's no hurry, well, you're getting to the point where there's almost kind of a hurry because there's only a couple weeks left of the year.
Wow.
So if you haven't checked it out, go ahead and check it out. It's good stuff. And let's see.
It's free.
Yeah, they also did what they've done every few weeks and put out what the Galactic Season objectives are going to be from December 6th through January 10th. So in this time, there's going to be it's trooper plus agent, which is interesting. Like they're not doing the mirror classes. They're doing one from each side, but not mirror classes. Both tech classes though. So that seems to be how they've been doing it too. I've noticed that they've been doing some of that before. So we saw like the smuggler with the bounty hunter, for example, right, in previous weeks. So that's what's going on this week, and works out great for my James Bond character. He's an agent. So he's actually, I think, most of the way through that one already, even though I only did the Yavin stuff today. So that worked really well. This week's going to be reasonably easy to get. If you're just playing and you're willing to have phalanx out, you can get 100 people taken care of with phalanx out. That's a pretty simple one.
That goes quick.
Turn in the modules and get the reputation up by 1,000 points. It takes 30 if you're a subscriber. It's really easy to do. And then there's some that are a little harder. There's the high profile target ones. This time it's on Quesh. There's a couple of daily areas that will take care of one of them. There's let's see, what are the other ones? The Flashpoint one is the special one is for Assault on Tython, Korriban Incursion, or Secrets of the Enclave. And then Warzone matches, that's relatively simple if you're a PvPer at all.
Right.
Same with, there's a Galactic Starfighter one, and then there's lair bosses. 1 point, earn bonus progress for defeating the Colossal Monolith, which is Ziost on any difficulty. And and then we'll have it in the show notes. Yeah, if you can either look in our show notes or on SWTOR.com, and then it'll tell you what the upcoming ones are. But those are this week's, and yeah, that's always. So I don't usually plan ahead to the next week, but it's nice to, on any given week on the first day, to just kind of look at what they are and sort of plan. It's like, okay, well, these these are definitely not doing, these I might do, and these I'm definitely doing for sure. So let me hang on a sec. Gotta do a little,
get rid of that.
Get a little bannerino there, a little spam bot there. No worries.
Sorry,
though.
I was just trying to get that.
It's all good. All right, and let's see. Not a ton of other stuff going on though, but let's see. There's apparently a bug in the game, and I haven't been able to determine if it's all the time or just sometimes. But apparently, there is a bug where sometimes deconstructing items from material inventory isn't granting the augment slot components. So I'm not sure how often that happens, or if it's for only certain items or whatever that normally should grant them, but they're not. But apparently that is a thing. So I would say if you're gonna try to get some augment slot components by deconstructing, I would maybe test it on one of them before I do like a whole stack. So yep, exactly. But then the devs do know about it, and that's the sort of thing that they definitely will be like all over, because they definitely want people to get what they expect to get.
Well, I wonder if it has something to do with that new the new system you have for destroying stuff or deleting stuff out of your bags. It's
possible, yeah. Maybe it came up with the last bit, yeah.
Which I'm looking forward to.
Let's see. And Bryant Wood said, checking in, thanks for the feedback on gearing changes in 7.2. Based on feedback, we'll be reducing the drop rate of SysTech gear lower than what you've experienced on the PTS, which will raise drop of currency bags. I'm not sure exactly how that'll change things up, but they're paying attention. They're making changes based on what they're seeing and what people are giving them feedback on, which is cool.
Good. Yeah, get in there, you guys.
Yep.
Get into Test Center, get your feedback in.
Yep. And the test has been going on a while, so hopefully that's close to be done, and hopefully we can get 7.2 soon.
Yay! The 20th, right? Chill. We're getting it on the 20th.
Well, we would love it, but we have no idea.
I need your juju.
The juju.
Power of the juju.
20 would be good.
20 would be good.
There was a couple of other sort of general Star Wars things as well. Star Wars Jedi Survivor is coming the 16th of March of next year. This is from EA, and it's like a follow-up to the other one.
Did you play that one?
I didn't. I kind of wanted to. It looked really cool, but what I did end up doing was I watched some videos of folks who were sort of like telling, doing edits that kind of showed what the story was. So I at least had some idea of what was going on. It looked like a fun little game though, for sure. Yeah. And I like the little pet that they did in SWTOR because of it. The little droid, little happy bouncy droid pet guy. He's actually one of the more fun ones, I think.
Yeah, I went onto YouTube and watched the majority of just the cutscenes. Mm-hmm. It's a great story, but there's way too much platforming. Yeah. Can't do it. Yeah. Yep. I will throw temper tantrums.
Oh, and speaking of the gearing up, I did something I didn't mention in my week is that I did go on my main characters, and on one of them I did Zeke or whatever it is, where you have to like deconstruct some items and then you can just hide and Zeke, and then you can buy like 330 items. I didn't do the purple one because I didn't have any purple items that would work.
Right.
So I just grabbed I do have that mission though, so if I get something that's not an upgrade, I can then at least potentially get that mission done. But being able to get blue 330 gear instead of like having to gear up through the green system,
so great,
is going to be nice. Yeah, like as soon as James Bond hits 80, it's going to be like, yes, I can just go there.
Right.
Slap, grab with a few million credits. It's not super cheap, but nowadays it's like it doesn't really matter that much. Yeah. And and it's going to be nice to just 330 it is, and then I'll just have to worry about like the implants and stuff like that.
And I haven't checked back on public test server, but once 7.2 does drop, there are new missions to do to get the better gear. So
nice.
It's still going to be an option, but you'll just be able to get it.
Yeah.
Which is after I got that 330, I was just, it was chef kiss. And so much better.
And how I did it is I just I didn't know how much stuff I needed, really. It said 4 things, but it wasn't clear exactly what that meant. So I just soloed, which one? Hammer Station.
Oh, right.
I just soloed Hammer Station on Veteran on my main. No worries. It didn't take that long. It would have been fast. I should have done it on my stealth character in hindsight. On my tank, yeah.
Oh, crap.
It was still pretty fast, though. I definitely could have done it faster. It's just that I thought I would need more than like one run. Turns out I did one run. I got like one, because she's of course already wearing 330 gear, and so I got like one blue drop from the middle boss, the 3-part guy boss, and then one blue drop from the end boss, and I just deconstructed it, and then that was it. I don't know why it was
so good.
Yeah, I didn't know why it didn't take more, but hey, I'll take it. Easy peasy. No problem at all. And yeah, mission done.
When I did it, my dumbness, I accidentally deconstructed it before I had the mission.
Oh no!
Right? I messed something up, so I had to go do it. I had to go run the flashpoint again. I was just like, man. And Kitty's like, because she figured it out and she was telling me how to do it, but I was so excited to have it done, I just jumped the gun and messed it up.
Right.
But that's kind of par for the course for me. If there's a way to mess it up, I'll be the one to blaze the trail on that.
Yeah, and I'd say the other sort of big thing that happened since the last show is that Andor is now completed, which is cool.
Yeah,
we're going to avoid spoilers. Yeah, I did watch it. Okay, good. Tales of the Jedi is out too, but I think Andor. I did watch that. I liked certain parts of it. It didn't blow me away, but I liked some parts of Tales of the Jedi. But I really liked Andor. I enjoyed it too. That was really, really good.
I agree.
Yeah, they did a really bang up job. I thought that it was actually, for me, it was very what's the right way to phrase it? Like, for me, it was refreshing to not go too yes, it's obviously a prequel to Rogue One, so there are connections to other story out there, but they weren't like looking to like squeeze in the Force, squeeze in other characters that we already know. They were happy to just kind of tell their own story and just go ahead with that. Some interesting characters,
great characters.
Yeah, a lot of really good acting in it, and yeah, just really enjoyed it. I thought they did a good job. I have no idea what they're going to do for Act 2. Andy Serkis was great to see.
Oh man,
he did a bang up job as himself, or at least as as someone who wasn't just a digital version.
Snoke before Snoke.
Yeah, Snoke and Gollum and everyone else that he's done over the years.
I think one of the great things about that is that they introduced a bunch of new characters. So they were free to do whatever they want with those characters.
Right.
Whereas if you're bringing back Chewie or Han or Princess Leia, you're stuck, with not much you can't really explore. But with the new characters, they get in there. I like it. I like it a lot. I can't wait to see what happens in season 2.
Yeah,
it's definitely raised the bar in a lot of aspects of.
Absolutely.
Things.
Yeah. Do you have anything else going on?
Yes. Kitty and I are going to be doing a Christmas stream. I know we've said that before.
That'll be fun.
Yeah. We will be open on December 25th. So if there's anybody out there that doesn't have anywhere to go or doesn't want to go anywhere, if you're around, we'll be streaming, so you don't have to be alone for the holidays. You can come hang out with us.
Aw, that's sweet. Yeah,
and
that's
then
great.
I am going to be on Working Class Nerds on Thursday.
Yay!
So
speaking of Marcus, yeah.
Yeah. So
say hi, Marcus, and
I will.
Is there a special topic or anything, or is he just having you over just because it's fun?
Just because it's fun. I think we're just
awesome.
gonna just hang out. Yeah, it's always excellent. Fun when I'm over there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Let us know when. Do you know when it's gonna happen? How soon
it'll be on this Thursday.
Oh, okay.
So it'll go live Thursday night, Friday morning.
Excellent.
I think it'll be available. I don't know if it's going to be live, but
There usually
it's always fun hanging out with those
or
guys.
it usually isn't. I can't remember. Either way, it'll be
Every
fun.
once in a while they do it.
Yeah, I guess they do it both ways, don't they? Yeah. It's always fun, though. So
lots of adult humor.
Exactly.
Lots of adult humor.
All right. Anything else then?
Yep, that's it, Chill.
All right, then. That's a show. If you'd like to play with us in the Utini Knights Guild on the Republic side of the Satil Shan server, or in our
Utini Rage
Guild on the Empire side, do a /C join Utini to join the Utini channel. Then let us know you're a fan of the show. You can email questions and comments about the show to OotiniCast@gmail.com. Follow us on Twitter using @OotiniCast or Mastodon @OotiniCast@mastodon.world. You can find contact details for us on our website, OotiniCast.com, which includes how to subscribe using iTunes, Stitcher, and the rest. We record the show live bi-weekly on Tuesdays, 4 p.m. Pacific, by streaming at twitch.tv/OotiniCast. Our theme song is Doomsday by Jean-Paul Zogby. Thank you to the chat room.
Thank you, Chad. It's always good to see you.
And we'll see you next show.
Toodles, everybody.
All right, Kitty. And do you know someone we should raid? If not, I will try to find someone myself.
Turning it on. Smokey's on.
Okay.
Smokey's good. It's funny, every time I look down and I see OotiniCast, sometimes I go, oh, OotiniCast is on. You're on it, dummy.
Smokey, you say? Oh,
Smokey,
yeah, I see him. There they are.
Okay,
Oh, yeah, in fact, OotiniCast follows them already, so it's all easy to do. Here we go. Thanks, everyone, for coming, and have a good one. Hopefully we'll find out about 7.2 soon, and, yeah.
Bunch of news is going to come out as soon as we get...
It happens sometimes. Sometimes we get lucky and all the news is right before, and other times, it's like a day or two after. Here we go. Okay. So let me go to Smokey real quick and before I stop the stream, or stop the recording anyway. Okay, actually, I'm going to stop the stream, stop the recording.